There is only one chariot procession in the world where devotees show their devotion by firing mock guns at their own deities, and it is the only time all 22 idols of Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra, and Subhadra leave their sanctuary in Jagdalpur to travel together. Tour operators are currently marketing conscious tourism packages for this event, starting at 16,500 rupees. But before you book, you have to ask what that price actually gets you in the middle of a monsoon. Attending the Goncha Festival means trading standard vacation comforts for a wet, chaotic, and deeply physical immersion into a collision of Hindu mythology and tribal culture. To understand why this festival exists, we have to look back to the year 1408, when King Purushottamdev of Bastar walked on a pilgrimage to Jagannath Puri. This map shows his journey. Returning from Odisha to Jagdalpur, the king brought back the title Rathadipati, Lord of Chariots, and a 16-wheeled chariot. The points moving west represent 360 Aranyak Brahmin families who followed him, establishing a social presence persisting 6 centuries later. Over the centuries, that original 16-wheeled chariot was divided. The pieces were adapted into the distinct 4- and 8-wheeled chariots used in the Bastar procession today. Today, that lineage results in a massive operation. 3 towering, brightly colored chariots are pulled through streets packed with tens of thousands of devotees. Mainstream Hindu mythology traveled over 500 kilometers inland and was absorbed by local Adivasi culture to create a hybrid tradition. The defining feature of that culture is the Tupki. It is a handmade bamboo mock gun, wrapped in palm leaves, used to offer a playful guard of honor to the passing chariots. The ammunition is peng, a small, hard wild fruit harvested from forest creepers. If you attend, you will be struck by these flying projectiles. Locals call it a sweet pain, but it is a physical, unavoidable part of the experience. These mock battles do not happen in an organized arena. They break out in loud, densely packed streets where personal space does not exist. If you require quiet observation or distance from a crowd, the noise level and claustrophobia of this event will be overwhelming. The Tupki itself is an indigenous animist hunting tool, repurposed here to salute an orthodox Hindu deity. Participating in these mock battles offers a thrill found nowhere else, but it demands a high tolerance for pain, noise, and chaos. This brings us to the logistics. Fixed departure tour packages for a 4-day itinerary cost between 16,500 and 25,000 rupees. That price includes access to natural highlights. You will stand at the edge of the 90-foot Chikrikot Falls and watch massive volumes of water cascade over the Horseshoe Cliff. To see waterfalls at peak volume, you must travel in mid-July. That means enduring heavy monsoon rain and navigating deep mud on unpaved terrain. The itinerary also covers ancient architectural sites, like the slatted wooden exterior of the Danteshwari temple complex, the spiritual seat of Bastar's Disha. The accommodations are classified as semi-leisure resorts and hotels. You are on a rigid, shared schedule, not a luxury retreat. That 16,500 rupee price point covers the logistics required to keep a traveler secure and moving through a magnificent but hostile monsoon environment. Paying for this package ensures a guided lifeline and basic sanitation in a remote region where the infrastructure is under constant pressure from the weather. Many of these packages use the label Conscious Tribal Tourism. On the ground, that label requires specific ethical choices from the traveler. Consider the hidden labor behind a single tupki. Durwa and Maria tribal artisans spend over a week just sourcing and preparing the bamboo. This chart compares the input against the profit. To get the specific palm leaves needed, artisans travel over 100 kilometers. Despite this, the final sale price is 30 to 50 rupees, and local middlemen often siphon off a significant cut. Transactions for these items primarily happen at the weekly tribal hut, an outdoor dirt market where women sell handmade terracotta pots and crafts. The rule for attending Goncha is simple. Bypass the city middlemen, buy directly from the villagers, and do not haggle over micro amounts. True conscious travel requires recognizing when indigenous labor is underpriced and choosing to overpay the creators directly so their traditions can survive. Given the cost, mud, and chaos, Is the Bastar Goncha Festival the right trip for you? If you are a heritage purist or a thrill seeker, you view the rain, mud, and raw cultural exposure as features rather than bugs. If you prioritize pristine hotel rooms, quiet curation, and staying dry, this will make you miserable. This matrix maps traveler archetypes against the festival's physical realities: Tupki impacts, heavy rain, and dense crowds. Looking at the data, the purist and thrill seeker profiles are a match, while the luxury vacationer is an immediate skip. If you fit the right profile, book the structured tour package. The logistical support will mitigate the worst of the infrastructure challenges. The Bastar Goncha Festival strips away the sterile curation of modern tourism. It is a demanding, uncompromising journey that rewards those willing to fully embrace the storm.